Good day, I'm Ngọc here to keep you informed with today's top stories. Here are the headlines.
Overcoming all challenges to help the people of Myanmar. Legislative leader begins official visit to Armenia. Vietnam Expo 2025, empowering businesses in digital era. Rising from the ruins, resilience of Lang Nu. Localities accelerate to achieve economic growth quotas.
Phio Papamo, who lives at building number 2367 in Zabu Thiri District, was overjoyed when the engineering corps of the Vietnam Army returned many of her belongings and precious keepsakes. In the wake of the disaster, her family was fortunate not to suffer any injuries or casualties. The belongings they had spent years accumulating, which had seemed lost in the rubble, were now recovered.
Thank you for your help, and you all are so kind. We are so happy. Thank you so much.
You see first.
That's all we have. Thank you. And no one, my mother and my father, even my puppy, they all are safe. Yeah.
The houses in this area collapsed similarly, with the entire first floor caving in under the weight of the 3 upper floors. This made it incredibly difficult for the rescue teams to locate victims buried beneath the debris. Prior to the Vietnamese team's arrival, other rescue teams had assessed the situation but had yet to carry out extensive searches.
The first country to send forces was Thailand. They came to assess the situation and then withdrew. The Vietnamese team arrived with a plan to search for victims. Now, both Myanmar and Vietnam must work together to find the victims, whether alive or dead. Please continue to help us, and thank you so much.
Despite power outages and reduced visibility, the rescue teams had only flashlights and rechargeable lights to guide their efforts. Yet, none of these challenges diminished their dedication to the mission. On April 1st, the search and rescue team successfully located and recovered the bodies of 5 victims trapped under the rubble of buildings and hospitals in Naypyidaw.
Chairman of the National Assembly Tran Thanh Mun, his spouse, and the high-ranking delegation of the Vietnamese National Assembly arrived in Yerevan on late April 1st, local time, starting an official visit to Armenia at the invitation of President of the Armenian National Assembly Alan Simonyan. Officials welcoming the delegation at Zvartnots International Airport included Vice President of the Armenian National Assembly Heike Barshakian. During his trip, Chairman Man is scheduled to have talks and meetings with the top leaders of Armenia, received the head of the Armenia-Vietnam Parliamentary Friendship Group, attended a bilateral business forum, and visited some local cultural and economic establishments. The official visit is a demonstration of Vietnam's consistent policy of treasuring and promoting relations with the countries it has traditional friendship with, including Armenia. The two sides will also discuss measures for fostering parliamentary cooperation and facilitating bilateral partnerships, especially in economy, training, and culture.
The 34th Vietnam International Trade Fair, known as Vietnam Expo 2025, opened on April 2nd in Hanoi under the theme Step Together in a Digitized World. This year's event brings together over 400 companies from 18 countries and territories, showcasing products and services across 500 booths. As a major trade and industry event, Vietnam Expo 2025 features leading brands in digital transformation, technology solutions, and supporting industries. Vietnam Expo aims to introduce cutting-edge technologies, enabling businesses to go beyond traditional partnerships and capitalize on digital platforms and innovative solutions. By leveraging these tools, companies can enhance competitiveness, create added value, and unlock new growth opportunities. The event also plays a key role in driving economic expansion by facilitating exports, opening new markets, and strengthening participation in global value chains, ultimately fostering deeper international integration. As part of Vietnam Expo 2025, high-level forums and seminars will explore trends in green transformation, while business matching programs will help enterprises expand their global trade networks.
The old cultural house in Lang Nhu has become a place of remembrance, where visitors come to honor the victims of the landslide and explore a small museum. A survivor of the disaster now works as a guide, sharing the village's story with visitors.
Lang Nhu không cô độc.
Lang Nhu is not alone. People still remember, care, and support us. That's why we must overcome our loss and build a better future.
Cuộc sống mới nó ổn định hơn và nó an toàn hơn.
Determined to rebuild, the people of Lang Nhu are finding new ways to earn a living. Some have resumed farming sturgeon using the village's clean water sources, while others are focusing on forestry, a long-standing local trade.
I put the pain behind me, but that doesn't mean I forget. I was lucky to survive, so I must live, not just for myself, but for those we lost.
Under the Prime Minister's directive, Bao Yen District is working on restoring the farmland buried by the landslide. The goal is to support farmers in selecting crops suited to the local soil and climate, while developing supply chains to ensure stable markets for their produce.
Bà con nơi đây thì vẫn chủ yếu là thuần nông là chính.
Most of the people here rely on upland farming and wet rice cultivation. We are working to restore Lang Nhu's farmland and secure long-term livelihoods for the residents.
Đảm bảo cái sinh kế cho bà con lâu dài.
Recently, a company pledged support to help villagers produce handicrafts for both tourism and export. With strong backing from the government, the community, and their own resilience, Lang Nhu is proving that even in the face of tragedy, hope and determination can lead to a brighter future.
Localities across Vietnam are working hard to develop GRDP growth scenarios to meet the growth quotas set by the government, all aimed at economic breakthroughs in 2025. To date, 23 localities have built their GRDP growth scenarios for 2025, with growth rates 0.1 to 2.5 percentage points higher than the quotas assigned by a government resolution on the growth targets for industries, sectors, and localities to ensure the national growth of at least 8%. Among them, some leading localities contribute significantly to the national GDP growth, including Quang Ninh, over 2 percentage points, Hai Duong, over 1.8 percentage points, Binh Duong, over 0.5 percentage points, and Ba Ria Vung Tau, over 0.1 percentage points, according to the Ministry of Finance. Accelerating public investment disbursement is also a solution chosen by most localities across the country to achieve the GRDP growth targets set by the government.